This is Dawn Compton, the pastor at Main Street United Methodist Church, and I'm here today to bring you our weekly Wednesday Word. As you can see, I'm still in the sanctuary, and we still have the scaffolding up. The last of the 2 light bulbs that we were needing have come in, and they've been installed, and all that needs now is to adjust to make sure all of the programming is the way it needs to be for all of this new lighting. And I'm excited about this because, especially for those that worship with us online, hopefully it will help brighten up the screen as you are watching and worshiping online. It will look crisper, and the colors will be truer to what they usually are. So I'm excited for this and hope that you will find that it's a benefit for those who do worship with us online. I wanted to just share this little message with you today. Did chapel this morning with the summer camp children, and we talked about Moses and his brother Aaron. And we were talking about being helpers, how Aaron was Moses' helper. First, when Moses was called by God to go back into Egypt and to talk with Pharaoh and ask to let God's people go. And Moses was hesitant to do that because he did not have a good speaking voice, and he wasn't sure that he would be able to verbalize that to the Pharaoh. And God said, well, take Aaron with you. Aaron can do it. And so Aaron helped him with that. And then later, after they had left Egypt and they were fighting the Amalekites, the Israelites and the Amalekites were in battle, and Moses would raise his hands to keep favor on the Israelites during the battle. And when his arms got tired and he put his hands down, then the Amalekites would begin winning in the battle. And so Moses needed help to be able to do that so the Israelites could win in this battle. And so Aaron and another helper named was holding up Moses' arms. When Moses couldn't hold them up anymore, he had 2 helpers that were helping him do what he could with the battle. And we were talking with the kids about how important it is for us to have helpers, to be willing to ask people for help, and to know that we don't have to do everything by ourselves. It's good to have helpers who can be there and help encourage us and support us in what we're doing. But it's also important for us to be a helper as well. When we see someone in need, when we see someone that needs some help, that we help them out. And so I lift up this story to you about Moses and Aaron, and to think about how you can be a helper to help someone else that's in need. But also, are there ways or places in your life that you may be hesitant for someone to help you? Are there areas that you're like, no, I can do this by myself, I can take care of this? And it's like you have your arms up, and you're keeping your arms up, but they're getting really, really tired. It's getting really, really hard. I really want to be able to put my arms down. But you're afraid to do that. But it's getting really hard. It's okay. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay for you to accept help from other people. Be willing to work together. And we take turns helping one another. That's a message that we could offer our children this morning, but sometimes it's also a message that we as adults need to hear, need to be reminded of too as we go about our work. So I want to lift up just a couple of things first, just to say thank you. Thank you to everybody who helped participate in the National Night Out that we were a part of on Tuesday evening. It was a lot of fun. Lots of people showed up at the farmers market. I think Main Street had one of the largest crowds that were staffing our booth. The others just had handfuls, but we had a really good crowd from our church that represented our congregation and were greeting people and welcoming them and offering them cookies and lemonade and water, and the kids playing some games and some coloring sheets, and we just had a really good time. We were able to even have prayer over the evening over some prayer requests that were given. So thank you for everyone who showed out for that came out and helped with that, helped set up and take down, and just were participating in it in person. But thank you too for everybody who baked cookies for that. When I left the church on Monday, I saw about 3 bags of cookies here, and I thought, okay, well, that's really good. We got 3 different people brought in some cookies, and that's a good start. But when I came on Tuesday and went into the kitchen to check on the cookies, and the counter was just covered. It was just covered with cookies, and it just overwhelmed me with seeing those cookies, because I know that was an expression of the love and the caring and the desire to reach new people for Christ that this congregation has. And so thank you to everyone who baked those cookies. I don't know everyone who did it. Some of y'all snuck in and dropped them off, and we don't know who they were, but all of them were greatly appreciated, and they were loved. We handed out a bunch of cookies, and we tried to give the few that were left, we gave to the police officers themselves and said, take these back to your offices and distribute those out to the other officers that are part of your group. So we could just say thank you to all of the law enforcement people that evening. So thank you, friends, for participating in that in whatever way that you did. And then I just also want to lift up that we are starting a new worship series this Sunday. The worship series is entitled Jesus Revolution. And to help us with this, or to help kind of get a focus maybe where this would be coming from, we're going to watch a movie on August 13th that evening. It's a Sunday evening. And we are going to be watching a movie that connects with the Jesus Revolution. So it will be at 6:30. So those of you who want to eat supper ahead of time, you can go ahead and do that and then come, or you can bring your supper if you want. We'll have something to drink, and we'll have some popcorn, and we'll enjoy a movie together in the Community Life Center. So I invite you to do that, and we can have a little discussion afterwards and talk about the movie and how it connects with our worship series and what we gleaned from that movie. So I encourage you to put that on your calendars and plan to participate in that. Friends, I look forward to worshiping with you this Sunday, either in person at 10:30 or worshiping with you online. And I hope you have a great rest of the week. Bye-bye.